Hey guys, this is Locke. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can do a solo run of the Siren Raid Revival quest in Brutal difficulty. So I'm using Cloud, and I'm hoping that a lot of people do have Cloud because he was very popular upon release. This is the setup you would need to use him on to be able to complete this on auto. Um, so first of all, this boss does cause sleep. Siren causes sleep, so you definitely want to bring White Marshmallow Miniature. If you don't have the White Marshmallow Miniature, then what you can do is you can do these quests, with a group or with like on not brutal on hard difficulty, and then just buy a few recipes of this and make like a plus zero or something, right? And craft a couple of those. Because if you don't have it, it's more likely that you will fail. Because if you get sleep, you might miss turns, and then you might not be able to complete it on time. Besides, it's always very good for many other quests down the line as well. So I highly recommend getting Marshmallow Miniature if you don't already have it. But aside from that, I'm kind of just using typical gear on him. He has his +5 Buster Sword, and he also has keys as bells, which is a pretty typical setup. For the vision card, I'm using the card that he came with, and I'm hoping that people that got him, especially newer players, which typically need these Raid Revival events more than older players. I hope that you guys got Cloud and his card. I highly recommended it, especially for new players. And I'm also using the Esper for the Esper associated with him as well. And the Esper's only 81. It doesn't have to be 99. I can already complete it like this. Actually, I can show you how I've set up the Esper as well. I didn't make any special adjustments for this, so there might even be better nodes that you can pick. But I have lightning attack plus 25, and then yeah, I have like missile resistance, which you don't need. You could probably go with water eater if you're having trouble. You can get these nodes, and if you have leftover, you can also get the slash nodes as well. But he was already beating it like this, so there's no need for me to give him additional damage. And then I'm going to talk about his passives and the on-off skill setup. So typically, I usually have the defense penetration passive, but this boss doesn't have any defense. So instead, I went with Mercenary, which increases attack, and Nightblade Mastery as well, which also increases attack. Um, Now, I definitely want him on Ranger Sub because this boss is weak to missile attack. So the skills that I have on are Triple Slash. I have Triple Slash on because there are some other mobs there as well, and I want to dispatch them quickly while he's doing damage to the boss. Otherwise, he's going to do single target attacks to these mobs and waste turns. So I have Triple Slash on, I have Braver on, and that's it actually from the main class jobs. Then I have Ranger jobs, I have Sharpshoot on, and I have Poison Arrow on. And obviously I have bells on, and also this I have the Esper skill on as well because it also does a ton of damage. But that's it. With this setup, it was pretty easy to do. Where is it? Siren, create. I'm just gonna put password on for now because so I don't get other people to join, so I can show this off more easily. I'll leave auto on, and there you go. So with this, you can easily. I mean, if you have a setup similar to this, you can farm this boss and get a lot of these medals. If you haven't done the Raid Revival event before, each boss drops different items as well as the medals. So when you are picking up these items, depending on what you want to craft, you might want to get different items. So you might not only want to beat Siren. You might want to beat some of the other bosses to get different items to craft. I tried to solo some of the other bosses as well, but I couldn't quite find a setup yet. I mean, I'll keep looking at it and see if I can find something. But for now, this is all I have. So if you want to buy the other items, you can actually buy them for raid medals as well. However, it'll take significantly more raid medals then, so it might not be the optimal way. You might want to farm the other bosses anyway. So I'm going to try to see if I can find setups to beat the other bosses. But for now, this is all I got, and I thought I would just show it off. This is quite easy as well. like I had like several turns left over, and once he uses that skill, the Esper skill, all lightning attacks become stronger as well, so he does even more damage with them. And I think I had like 4 turns left over, so it seems like it's pretty easy. And I didn't need to reflex. Reflex obviously gives me more health, but I think he had more than enough health left over that I was easily able to beat this. I have like 914 health left, and 3 extra turns. So I think it's quite easy to beat this guy. And again, I'm also not using the optimal Esper setup as well. So if you're using that, you might be able to beat him even more easily, right? And I'm just gonna briefly talk about um, some of the other items, for example, that these bosses drop. So Siren drops the Void Mega Crest, and the White Spirit Sand, whereas somebody like Golem would drop the Water Mega Crest and the Sacred Tree Sap. So if you want to craft something that uses the Water Mega Crest and the Sacred Tree Sap, then you might want to farm Golem instead. But if you can't, because you don't want to go through the trouble of doing multis for Golem, then what you can do is you can go to the Mog shop, you can go to Raid Revival event, and just purchase them for raid coins. Now where are they? So here's the Water Mega Crest. You can purchase for 500 raid coins each, and where's the other one? Here. So you can purchase the Sacred Tree Sap for 200 raid coins each. So likewise, you can purchase the other things that you need to craft some of these items as well. I'll probably do another guide later on talking about which items I suggest you focus on. But if you need some quick advice, go with this if you don't have it already. White Marshmallow Miniature is the most useful item for PvE in my opinion, because it gives you resistance to so many things, like sleep resist just now. So if I didn't have the sleep resist, actually I don't know if Cloud comes with sleep resist. Let me just take a look quickly. No, he does not. So yeah, Cloud doesn't come with sleep resist. So if you didn't have sleep resist, then it might be a little bit more harder to do solo, right? So because you have the Marshmallow Miniature, it's almost a breeze to do right now. So I highly recommend that item as a first item if you don't already have. But for the other items, I will make a guide later on talking about them. But that's it for a quick raid guide to talk about how you can solo this. If you can't solo it, or if you want to find, if you want to do the other raid bosses, you probably want to do it in a team. You can probably do like mono elemental teams and take them down quite easily. I was also able to do Diablos solo with Yuna, but it relied on like a lot of proccing of her Aeon Bond, so it's not really reliable to do solo, but it is possible if especially with like some luck. But by that time, you wait for the luck, you might as well just find somebody else to do it with and do like a duo party or like an actual multi-party with four players. But anyway, yeah, that's it for my guide for Siren. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have other questions or comments, leave it down below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.